8 years ago, some friends and I were playing around on YouTube, and we went from one thing to the next and then stumbled across hand fishing and noodlers, and we took a spontaneous trip to Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, where the granddaddy tournament of them all is every year, and that's how we were introduced to the sport. I got a group of models together to create a calendar because I thought it would be interesting to have a product at some of the tournaments that we were going to. I was going to be there anyway and might as well be doing something productive. And so once I got the calendar together and brought some of the young ladies to the tournaments, some people weren't too happy about that. So they wanted more authenticity, they wanted it to be more real, and so through the power of social media, I was able to locate women across America that hand fish.
I actually was at a tournament and saw the calendar, and I went and approached Jennifer, and I was like, I know I'm from out of state, but I would absolutely love to do this.
A lot of people think that some of the women may be too cute or too city-fied to be hand fisher women or noodlers. There's so many stereotypes, maybe the hillbilly stereotype, which, I mean, some of our best friends claim to be hillbillies or claim to be rednecks. But this derived with the Native Americans, and it was their way of obtaining food sources. And so we just feel like we're carrying on a tradition that's been around for a really long time.
And basically, you get in the water and you try and find, slabs of concrete or rock structures and stuff that, fish can burrow themselves into and make kind of like a bowl inside. And so, I mean, you can go along boat ramps or anything, or along rock walls of lakes, rivers, anything like that. A lot of people are really scared of putting their hand in a hole and not knowing what's in there. And so just the whole kind of like fear of it, just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's gonna be in there, and then it clamps down and you just have that like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to do, and it's just like, don't let go, and your adrenaline's going, and it's just so much craziness, and it's one of those where if you have a fish, you don't let go. I mean, a lot of people's reactions, they'd be like, oh my gosh, and drop everything, but you put your hand in and it clamps down and you do not let go.
We've realized that we've become role models to a lot of other young women, young children. We've realized and received thanks from many people saying, my husband never took my daughter. My daughter now gets to go fishing with her father and brother and is included in everything. We've had wives that said, thank you so much for letting people know that women are involved in the sport and can be in the sport.
You go through a million different emotions, and it's so great, and that's, honestly what kept me coming back was it's so much fun. It really is.